All right, everybody, it is the last day of the month, the end of the Everyday in May base video challenge. And I wanted to, before I put out this video, I wanted to maybe take a minute or two just to kind of retrospect on how I think this went, how satisfied am I with this. And I think one of the things that came to mind as I thought about this was that I feel if I had not recorded these videos and put them out publicly on Facebook like this, I don't think I would have done every day in May. There were definitely some days where I didn't feel like making a video, and the only reason that I did was because I didn't want to have to answer for it on Facebook. So there was a certain accountability that came from putting it out there publicly. So I'm glad that I did that. I don't think I got everything that I wanted. Or maybe I should say, I don't think I got what I set out to when I started doing this. My goal was that I would learn some of the vocabulary of other bass players in styles that I don't typically play, and I would be able to take that vocabulary and bring it into my own bass playing. And I don't feel that I accomplished that. I think that forcing myself to play a new song every day also made me avoid playing complicated pieces. It made me stay away from things that maybe would have given me more learning, but I was trying to play songs that I know I could get done in a day to pack up a video and get it put out there. So some examples, I really wanted to play 42 and 6. My friend Phil asked me to play that one. I really wanted to be able to play it, but that song needs more than a day of attention. I really want to someday play Roundabout, but that's a song that just I can't do that in a day. I need to put some serious study and effort into getting a song like that. I also don't feel like this was a complete waste though. There's a bass player named Scott Devine that I really look up to, and he talks about pillars of practice. And one of his pillars of practice is ear training, and that is learning to play a song without using sheet music or tablature, just listening to it with your ear and figuring out how to play it. And so I definitely feel like I got a lot of practice at that in this month. And I also got a lot better at sound mixing and video editing. So those were some unexpected outcomes that came from this. I was also able to focus more on some bad habits that I've developed, or maybe that I always had and just never addressed before. There were a couple songs, for instance, that really made me focus on my alternating fingers when I'm plucking, which is something that I cheat at a lot. And I also was able to find a lot of opportunity to experiment with getting different sounds out of my bass without resorting to changing my EQ or changing the amount of gain or using a pedal or something like that, just by playing with a more percussive style or a less percussive style, or higher up on the neck or closer to the bridge. So I explored a lot of that territory as well. So what's next? Well, my band is able to practice again, so I'm probably going to start doing more of that instead of stuff like this. And I definitely feel like if I do a video series again, I'm not going to do a video a day because of all the reasons that I just said. I might try to document some of my piano learning, so maybe we'll have a every week in June or an every week in July video series, but I am unwilling to commit to something like that at this time. So thank you so much for sticking with me through this and not getting too irritated and not unfollowing me on Facebook or throwing a comment like, God dang it, will you knock this off? You're polluting my feed with your stupid videos. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Thank you for keeping me accountable so that I would get this done. I really appreciate all the feedback that I got. And please enjoy today's video, the May 31st entry, the last entry in the 2020 Everyday in May Bass Video Challenge series.
Hey, this is radio station WSKE. We're taking calls on the wish line, making your wacky wishes come true.
Hello, I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good, I would call her. Wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and 6-foot baller. I wish I was like 6'9", so I could get with the Yoshi, cause she don't know me, but yo, she's really fine. You know, I see her all the time, everywhere I go, and even in my dreams, I can scheme a way to make her he's tall and he plays ball. So how am I gonna compete with that? Cause when it comes to playing basketball, I'm always last to get hooked and in some cases never picked at all. So I just lean up on the wall or sit up in the bleachers with the rest of the girls who came to watch their handball. Dad, y'all, I never understood black brother jocks for the fly girls and got in the hood rats. I tell them scats, skips, come out. You got me with a body in the hospital for talking that fest. I confess it's a shame when you living in a city that's the size of a box and nobody knows your name. I'm glad I came to my senses like we got sick to my stomach, overcoming my thoughts of me and her together, right? So when I asked her out, she said I wasn't a type. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl with a good I would call her. I wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and a six-door baller. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl with a good I would call her. I wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and a six-door baller. I wish I had a brand new car. So far I got this hatchback and everywhere I go, I get laughed at. And when I'm in my car, I'm laid back. I got an 8-track and a spare tire in the backseat, but that's flat. And you wanna know what's really whack? See, I can't even get a date, so what you think of that? I heard that prom night is a mom night with a good ratchet and a tiger